Hi everyone, this is the Legendary. I'm back again with more. This I'm going to be doing another Beyblade Burst review. This is going to be a review on Win Night. So if you didn't know, Win Night actually did come out with, I think it's called Random Booster Volume 28. Wait, I think it's like 29. I think it's Random Booster Volume 29 if I remember correctly. So like 28, 29, something like that. I'll probably put a screen, probably show a picture of it on the screen. Yeah, Dynamite Battle had its last random booster, and with that came out Win Night. Win Night doesn't look like this. It actually does have a blue color scheme to it, but if you gotta be able to accept the prize, then you basically can make this, which is the same thing but a recolor. So that's how I got it. I got it online. Then yeah, it's actually real too. But yeah, for Win Night, I basically want to say that Win Night it's an okay Beyblade. It's actually pretty bad for Dynamite Battle standards. Win Night, which is a layer. Win Night actually does have two modes. And if we take it apart, there is a little tab right here. Then just pull out the tab and then you twist it a little bit. And then the layer will change its shape just slightly. Like really slightly. You almost can't even tell the difference. But what this basically does is that the layer actually has like these little vent things that are in black for this version, and I think for the regular version it's in red. So these little vent things actually change like the Beyblade's airflow. And they also kind of change the shape of the layer a little bit, so yeah, they also kind of have a little bit of an impact too. And I forgot the names of it, but I think it's like one is called Downforce mode and one is called Upper Force. And with that, you can actually change how the battle is supposed to go, apparently. I actually forgot to show the teeth in the video, so there are the teeth. Those are the teeth. I haven't really used it, so yeah, pretty much brand new. Yeah, that's how they look. Here is the disc. The disc is called Moon. Yeah, no, it's kind of a weird name. The disc is called Moon, and it is a B-lock disc, which means that there are 2 points right there on both sides. And those two, they're basically right here, the 2 metal points on both sides. And they actually connect with these kind of points there that are plastic. And the metal basically scrubs against the plastic, and then they give like this like that sound it's making. That's basically what happens, and then it makes the Beyblade hard to burst. It's also really circular, so if you want more stamina, you could probably use this, but you need a tall driver to do it. Here's the driver. The driver is called Bounce. Bounce is basically like a Dynamite Battle version of nothing, but it's also a downgrade. And I'll explain why in a second. So what makes this piece a downgrade is actually that it has basically less of an area where it basically has less of a area to actually kind of spin on. And the spring is also really weak. So it's kind of like Absorb in a way, where the spring is really weak and there's not really much area to actually kind of keep it spinning in one place or bounce back easily, so it just ends up jumping in line for no reason. And there you are. Win Night. Win Night, Moon, Bounce. Yeah, let's get into the test battles then. Okay, so for the test battles, we'll do Win Night versus Ultimate Valkyrie V1. I call it V1 because of the fact that it has because of the fact that Ultimate Valkyrie has another form. And then Saber Perseus. For the third Beyblade, it will be Grace Raphael. This is actually in the mode where the where like the vent things are out. So yeah, keep that in mind. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. We're starting off against Saber Perseus. Saber Perseus does not have its doesn't have the points on the Saber Blade worn. So this might be a close battle, and if it does win, then it does win. But yeah. Okay, Win Knight wins. That's good. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Yeah, that's the main problem with it, is that it basically, it gets knocked around the arena, and then after that, it just ends up tipping over a little bit and scraping, and then that always messes it out. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Okay, so this Beyblade is actually taller because of it being in high mode, but well, because of it permanently being in high mode, but any Beyblade that's taller than it can automatically have a better chance to win. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Any Beyblade that's taller than it will always have a better chance to win because it'll just be hovering over it and then push it down, then it'll start scraping. So, how will I fix Win Knight? Because as it is right now, it's not that good. So you can actually fix Win Knight in a few ways. Because the main thing that it really needs to do is just replace like the driver of the disc. So one way to do it is to use bearing or bearing dash, which is basically this part. But for this specific demonstration, I'll use nothing. The driver nothing. Okay, so I have nothing. The driver is called nothing, by the way, if you're new to it. And actually, nothing will have the same problem. It should be a little bit better, but it might have the same problem. Okay, so with Win Knight having nothing on, with Win Knight on nothing, you will actually see possibly a good boost in performance. So let's battle up against Ultimate Valkyrie, and then I'll show you what I mean. Well, I can't get it to work now. Whoa. Yeah, Win Knight is just in the center. I mean, nothing isn't really the best kind of alternative for it, because bearing will always be better. I think bearing will always be better, no matter what. But that's just one way to possibly fix it. Yeah, even then, even though it was so close to possibly being Ultimate Valkyrie, it still managed to be close to bursting. I mean, it still managed to just lose by a spin finish. So, ways to make it better, well, ways to make it even better would be Extend plus Dash, or Bearing Dash. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Yeah, that's actually a lot better. So it's like the higher the driver is, the better, because of the dynamite battle system being taller, pretty much. And yes, it still scrapes, but it's still better in terms of the performance overall. And then one more time with Bearing Dash. I just wanted to show like potential combinations. I know I'm just doing one battle each, but I'm just showing potential combinations as to how it could be better. Whoa! Those are huge hits. Wow! Yeah, this is Bearing Dash, but wow. Knowing that I was able to actually burst Ultimate Valkyrie, I actually didn't plan that. So, yeah, I'm actually surprised. Anyway, yeah, no clicks. But yeah, that's mainly what I want to say about Win Knight. One more thing that it can actually do that I didn't mention yet is that it could do this. Which, kind of weird, but it can do that. No, the Beyblade can actually do this though. So Spriggan, first Spriggan, Astral Spriggan can't do that. Then Ultimate Valkyrie V2 can't do that. So only one knight can do this. I guess it's to this is actually to deflect attacks more. But yeah, I just wanted to show that. It's really weird. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Win Knight. It's basically a weird combo, but overall, it's like you really just need to replace the bounce driver with a different driver. And then if you really wanted to do something different, they can actually replace the moon disc. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about Win Knight. It's pretty bad stock-wise, but as long as you have other parts and actually know what you can do with it, you can actually make it into a pretty powerful combo. You can actually make it into a pretty powerful Beyblade. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proving to be legendary. Stay legendary.